Welcome back, folks, to another honest and brutal food review. We're back with the Easter eggs. I know, we've done loads of Easter eggs so far and we're going to keep going. We've got a couple of weeks until Easter's here and you probably want to see what all the Easter eggs are like. And if you haven't bought any of your Easter eggs yet, go back and watch some of the episodes. We've got some absolute clangers out there. We've actually got some really good ones as well. Today, we are testing out the Marks & Spencer's £12 quirky eggs. Why do I call them quirky? Because they're a little bit different. So, you can't really call them eggs, can you really? But it's Easter and you give them as a kind of Easter egg. This one is the outrageously chocolatey biscuit egg. I mean, it's sort of a round shape, but it's more of like a biscuit that's been filled with all sorts of kind of biscuit pieces in there as well. Having a little look on the ingredients, there is palm oil in this one. Now, if any of you watch my videos, you'll know I don't really care about the palm oil part. Not about anything to do with the environment, not about anything that. It's all about the hype around it. It's on absolutely everything. But for those who do care, this one does contain palm oil. And we've also got the outrageously chocolatey custard cream egg, which also contains palm oil. These are both £12 each. They brought them out last year. I'm wondering if they changed them up a little bit. They might not have done. We didn't quite enjoy them as much last year. This one was the better one. But as usual, we're going to give our brutal and honest scores out of 10. So now, if you want us to keep going on these reviews, do subscribe. I'd absolutely love it if we can get ourselves up with lots of subscribers. It helps keep those videos flowing and keeps me sane at the best of times. So hit that subscribe button right now. So let's take a look at what is inside. For any of you who have had these before, you'll know it's kind of like a biscuit shape, and it says obviously on the top, that's the actual size on the box. It's actually not as big as you think. Sure we don't break it on the way out. Noisy plastic as well, a lot of plastic with some of these. Here we go, and there it is. M&S Biscuity Egg. Hollow, but chocolatey. We'll crack it open in a sec. Now, one of the tests that we should do is, will it fit in the Sports Direct swimming pool mug? No. Technically, it's not really a biscuit, but it is a biscuit that doesn't dunk in Sports Direct brew. That's a shame. And let's get open the Biscuity egg. That's not an egg, it's a round circle. There it is. Wow, this one's fairly heavy, to be fair. It's the size of it there. Still, sounds a bit hollow, but yeah, still not massive. It's probably actually about the size of a normal Easter egg, or how normal Easter eggs used to be. Again, we'll crack this open and get tasting. Now, for those of you who've watched quite a few of my videos, one of the things I always do say is I expect Marks & Spencer's, due to the prices that they're charging, to be better than other supermarkets. Some things are really good, some things are just not very good. They're on par with other supermarkets. Meat quality, yeah, do you know what? The meat quality is much better than places like Aldi, etc. When it comes to ready meals, the Easter eggs and all the different ones we tried, they're not excelling where you'd expect them to be. So for all of you out there who absolutely love Marks & Spencer's and think it's the best thing since sliced bread, and you will see a lot of influencers out there doing this kind of thing and thinking, you know, if I big them up, they'll come and work with me and stuff like that one. They don't care. The supermarkets don't care. They're not going to work with you. They're not going to work with you. Give it your honest opinion. Let's not mess around. Some of the things that they brought out are terrible. Some of the things that they brought out are brilliant. The same with every supermarket. But my personal opinion is, if you're going to charge excessive prices or more prices than other supermarkets, the products cannot be inferior. They need to be up there. Anyway, back to the tasting of the eggs. So let's kick our taste test off with the seriously chocolatey Biscuity Egg. Check it out in there. There is another half here. I haven't just, you know, I already scrambled the other half. I just managed to leave it in the box, so it's a bit stuck, but there you go. So, one half there and one half there. I nearly did a good job of splitting this in half. You can see it's absolutely chocker full of biscuit kind of pieces in there. Chocolate's fairly decently thick, not bad. I think the biscuit pieces in there really like kind of make it more chocolatey. So let's get a good piece here with everything in there. Let's give it a try. There we go. Now you know what? Chocolate's good. It's got a nice flavour to it. Some of the chocolates we've had so far have tasted quite cheap. I do like it. Chocolate's good. I feel that the biscuit pieces in there are absolutely lost. I've had no crunch from any of the pieces that I've tried. Even this part here. It's soft. The biscuit's gone soft. If you're calling it a biscuity egg, you want to have that crunch in there. That's a shame, because I think that if this actually delivered on the biscuit crunch in that one, overall, be probably one of the better Easter eggs that we've tried. Maybe they rushed them out too early. Last year they brought them out nearer to Easter. Maybe these have been out since January. Maybe because of that they kind of, as they've sat there, they've lost that kind of biscuity crunch in there. Also, when you're paying £12, I expect something a little bit more. Some fruit in there would have been nice. Think of it like a one of those kind of like fruit shortbread, you know, the round ones. Somebody will remember, and if you remember the name of them, let me know in the comments what the name is. You'll know what I'm talking about straight away, but they kind of got fruit in there. They're almost kind of this biscuity shape, and yeah, the proper crunch. Something like that would have been absolutely spot on. That is disappointing, Marks & Spencer's. But as I said before, I do hold you in a bit of a high regard. So, Marks & Spencer's, seriously chocolatey, biscuity egg. Chocolate's all right, filling's just a waste of time, and too expensive for what it is. 4 out of 10 for you. Okay, let's move this on to the chocolatey custard cream. Oh no, oh well. There we go. That's what's inside. I feel like you're gonna get a mix of that kind of Kinder Bueno kind of flavour. It smells like Kinder Bueno in there already, but you've got the kind of white chocolate and the normal chocolate in there. Now, we did drop a piece off, so we'll just get tucking into this. There is no crunchy bits in there, which is a bit strange. I thought if you're gonna go and do a custard cream, why not do maybe like a layered egg with the kind of like cream filling inside? That is an idea for next year. Please, somebody do that one. Okay, let's give this a try. There seems to be, you can see on the camera, a little bit of crunch in there, but there ain't much. You can see that it's pretty much flat in there. You're not getting custard cream vibes off this one. It's not fulfilling that flavour, unfortunately. Yeah, like I said before, it's more of a kind of Bueno, Kinder Bueno flavour in there, which, do you know what, in itself is quite nice, but call something a custard cream, it better be a custard cream, or at least a custard cream flavour. Yeah, £12 as well. I think with this one, it's more about the novelty of getting an Easter egg that looks like a giant biscuit, but, you know, you're charging 12 quid. I think you've really got to deliver on the flavours on that one. That is not a custard cream flavour, but it still is nice chocolate, and it still is a nice white chocolate in the centre there. Needs more biscuit, needs more custard flavour, then we'll get there. Okay, the custard cream chocolatey egg, £12 from Marks & Spencer's. You've got nice chocolate in there, but it certainly is not a custard cream flavour. You're getting another 4 out of 10. One thing I got to point out with this one is, I know I said about being a bit more harsh on Marks & Spencer's due to the pricing of that one. There would be a lot of people out there who think these are the best things since sliced bread. This is another honest and brutal food review that we've done. Folks, join us next time and we'll see you on to it next.